You are being targeted by your sister. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says this is a very important message for you today. Do not ignore it. Listen closely to the quiet voice rising up from within you, the stirring in your chest, the shadow passing over your soul like a whisper from eternity. You have known something was not right, but you kept brushing it off, telling yourself it was your imagination, your overthinking, your burden to carry alone. But now the signs are louder, sharper, clearer. You are being watched, spoken of, manipulated in silence. And it is not a stranger doing this, it is someone whose voice you know, whose smile you trusted, whose arms you once embraced. It is your sister. And her intentions are darker than you know. The heavens have been grieving because of what has been done behind your back. There have been nights where your heart felt uneasy for no reason you could explain. Mornings when you woke up exhausted, as though a part of you had been stolen in your sleep. Conversations where your name was used not with love, but with calculation. God says this is the time to open your eyes. This is the moment to realize that not every bond made by blood is holy, not every familiar face is loyal. There has been a plan set in motion, and your sister is at the center of it. A plan that is not just about jealousy, but about removing you from where you belong. You were never supposed to stay in the shadows. You were never meant to be the one left behind, but someone in your life has tried to ensure you stay small, silenced, and unaware. Every small misfortune, every blocked opportunity, every moment you questioned yourself, it was not all by accident. She has been working quietly, spreading things in places you cannot see, planting seeds in hearts that once loved you. There are words being spoken in your absence, and they are designed to break your foundation. She envies the light you carry. She sees the grace on your life and it haunts her. To the world, she appears kind, helpful, even supportive. But in the unseen realm, she whispers things to people who look up to you, casting doubt, casting shadows, saying just enough to twist admiration into suspicion. She has smiled in your face while planning to see you undone. You have welcomed her into your space, shared your joys and burdens, and she has taken your openness as a map of where to strike hardest. You need to understand something deep and unshakable. Not everyone who stands close is standing with you. There is a presence around you that has long been trying to warn you, a divine sorrow that has watched as you offered love and received silence. You thought it was distance. You thought maybe she was just distracted. But it was deception. And the more you succeeded, the quieter she grew, not because she was proud, but because she could not bear to see you bloom. Your spirit has sensed this for a long time. There were moments where you pulled back instinctively, moments where her laughter felt hollow, where her encouragement felt like echoes with no soul behind them. You didn't know why. You felt guilty for thinking it. But now the truth is pressing in with holy weight. Her hands have been moving in places your eyes cannot see. There was a conversation recently, one you weren't supposed to hear about. In it, your name was used in a way that twisted your truth. She didn't defend you. She nodded. She added. She fueled something in someone's heart that is now working against you. That is why someone you once trusted has turned cold. That is why you felt resistance in a space that used to welcome you. It started with her. There are items of yours she has touched with intent. There are messages she has deleted. There are things she has seen in your house, your phone, your expressions, and she has used them to shape a version of you that isn't true. This goes back longer than you know. Even as children, she carried a quiet resentment. But it is only now that it has taken full shape. Do not be mistaken, this is not a call to fear. This is a call to see clearly. You are being called into wisdom. You are being invited to walk in light and truth, to move with awareness. You are being shown what has been hidden so that you can step out of the cycle. Because what she wants most is to keep you in confusion, to keep you questioning your worth, your place, your calling. There is something she wants that you have. It is not just physical. It is spiritual. There is a favor that rests upon you, a kind of light that has always drawn people to you. Even when you were broken, even when you were uncertain, people still came to you for hope, for clarity, for presence. And she saw that. And she hated that. Not because you hurt her, but because your existence reminds her of something she refuses to face in herself. You will remember moments now. They will come back to you clearly. Times when she dismissed your ideas, when she laughed at your dreams, when she spoke over you in conversations so subtly it didn't seem intentional. Times when she told you someone said something about you, but twisted it just enough to make you doubt that person. This wasn't a slip. It was a pattern. There have been things stolen from you. And you've blamed yourself for being careless. But you weren't careless. She was careful. She waited until the moment you were distracted. And then she moved. She has read your journals, your texts, your emails. She has watched for moments when you felt fragile and used them against you. Not publicly, but with precision. Someone close to her knows the truth. But they are afraid to tell you. They have seen how she moves. They have seen what she is capable of. And they've decided it's safer to stay silent. But silence has a sound. And if you listen with your spirit, you will hear it trembling in the corners of your life. You are not crazy. You are not imagining things. You are being awakened. There is a place she visited recently, not because she needed something, but because she knew you had been there. She asked questions about you. She pretended it was curiosity. But she was collecting. She was building a picture, preparing to use your past against your present. But her efforts will fall. Because light is breaking through. You are going to feel a shift soon. Something you depended on is going to fall apart, and it will seem like loss at first. But it is not loss. It is rescue. It is cleansing. It is the removal of hands that have touched your life with hidden intent. Trust this process. Trust what is being taken away. Trust what is being revealed. There is a conversation coming that will feel like betrayal. But it is truth. Someone is going to tell you something that will shake your perception. Don't run from it. Receive it. It's confirmation. It's validation. You will want to deny it because it's too painful to believe. But it is real. And once you face it, healing begins. She is not as she appears. There are masks she wears, and she has worn them for so long she believes them herself. But you must not be fooled. Love her, yes. Forgive her, yes. But do not ignore what you now know. You must set boundaries. You must protect your spirit. Because the more you rise, the more she will try to tether you to who you used to be. You will see symbols now, repeating numbers, feathers, dreams that seem vivid. These are not coincidences. You are being guided. You are being shown the path out of deception and into truth. Watch your dreams. They are going to speak louder now. There is an older presence watching over you, one that has known your lineage and seen the patterns repeated. And now, with divine authority, this presence is ending the cycle. You were never meant to be the victim of another's hidden resentment. You were made to walk in truth, in strength, in clarity. And this is the season where your eyes will fully open. You will reclaim what was taken. You will walk away from what was poisoned. And you will be surrounded by those who truly see you, not for what you provide, but for who you are. Pay close attention in the next 3 days. Watch who texts you, who avoids you, who speaks your name. Listen for the shift. It is coming. And when it does, do not run. Stand firm. Speak softly. Move wisely. Because the darkness around you is being exposed, not to shame, but to free. And in time, she will be faced with what she has done. Not by your hand, but by what has been set in motion by the truth. She will be given a choice, to come clean or to be removed. That is not your burden. That is the work of the unseen. What is for you will not be taken. What was broken will be restored. What was lost will return. And through it all, you will rise, not in bitterness, but in quiet, radiant strength. You are not alone. You are not unprotected. You are not invisible. The heavens have seen everything. And now they are moving. Let the truth settle. Let the clarity begin. Let the awakening come. You are being lifted. And everything hidden is being brought to light. Now, you know. My child, you were meant to see this. Nothing about this moment is a mistake. Every breath you've taken has led you to this truth. In a world where love is supposed to be pure, even the closest heart can carry a hidden shadow. Even those who smile near you, call your name, and share your blood, they too can hide secrets in the depths of their spirit. There is something being whispered in heaven. Something you have not yet allowed yourself to believe. But it is time. The hour of revelation is near. The veil has been lifted, and what was once hidden will now come to the light, softly, like the rise of morning over dark waters. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. You are being targeted by your sister. Her intentions is darker than you know. Heaven has watched it unfold. Nothing escapes the eyes of the one who made all things. The bitterness that was planted long ago has not died. It has grown in silence, watered by envy and fed by comparison. What you thought was a harmless silence was a river of thoughts she never voiced. And now, they are forming into actions, small, careful choices that twist and move behind your back. But God is with you. You are not alone. This revelation is not meant to cause fear, it is a sign of how deeply God loves you. He does not expose what you cannot survive. He shows you this because your spirit has been strong, even in weakness. Because you have stayed soft, even when others have been harsh. Because He knows the path ahead and desires to clear the thorns before your feet bleed. You have felt the weight of this without understanding it. That strange discomfort when she looks at you. The silence in her voice when you share your joy. The way your victories are met with passive nods or shifting eyes. These were not coincidences. These were glimpses of the storm behind her smile. But heaven says, you are safe. No storm, no shadow, no silent heart can overpower the one who is shielded by divine light. You are not meant to carry the fear of this, you are only meant to open your eyes. Once you see clearly, the spell is broken. What she meant to accomplish through silence will collapse in light. Your tears have reached the throne. And now your peace is being restored. God knows how deeply you've loved. How fiercely you've hoped that this person would change. How many times you have excused what your soul felt, just because your heart couldn't bear the truth. But now, even your heart is tired. You are being invited to rise. God says, be still, and trust me. Pray. Speak to me. I will guide your next step. You do not need to confront her with your words, the heavens are already confronting her with truth. You do not need to retaliate, your stillness will be your strength. Everything meant to shake you will now strengthen you. What was meant to confuse you will now clarify everything. You have spent nights wondering why your heart felt so uneasy near her. You have dismissed the tension, tried to give grace, tried to forgive even when you weren't asked. But the truth is, the wound wasn't healing because it was still being touched. She has not stopped. She has not repented. She has continued to plan what is not pure. Still, God says, you are protected. No evil can last in the presence of my glory. You are now entering the most powerful season of clarity. Your prayers are being answered in quiet ways. Watch what starts to fall away. Watch what begins to shift. Don't hold on to what I am removing. I am cutting ties that pretend to love you but secretly wish for your fall. I am severing what has grown toxic, even if it looked beautiful on the outside. Your life is about to change. And it begins with truth. She cannot keep pretending. The same God who sees the stars by name has seen her heart, and the time of pretending is over. This is not punishment, this is protection for you. I am lifting you from the false comfort of shared memories and showing you who she has become. You must see the difference between who she once was and what she now chooses. You have been too loyal to a version of her that no longer exists. But don't be afraid. Do not tremble when you feel her presence shift. I will not let you fall. I will hold your name in the wind. I will speak over your sleep. I will place people in your path that carry real love, the kind that uplifts, not secretly competes. I will surround you with those who carry your name in prayer, not gossip. Finally, God is exposing you are being targeted by your sister. Her intentions is darker than you know. But your destiny is brighter than her shadow. And no one can stop what I've begun in your life. You are about to rise from this. Higher than you've imagined. Stronger than you've ever been. I did not let you see this truth to harm you. I am letting you see it so that you will no longer live beneath your worth. You are my child, chosen and protected. Every time she whispered behind your back, I heard it. Every time she wished for your fall, I shielded you. Every time she tried to make others turn from you, I turned the situation in your favor. You have no idea how many times I saved you quietly. Now I am speaking aloud. And my voice will thunder through her intentions and silence every plan not formed in light. You will see it happen, not by force, but by truth. Not with noise, but with clarity. You will walk through this season with grace. You will not have to explain yourself to anyone. The truth will reveal itself, and peace will return like a mighty river. You will find rest. Not in her apology, but in my presence. She may never speak the truth. But I have already spoken it. You are free now. Free from needing to earn love that should have been given. Free from trying to keep what keeps hurting you. Free from carrying guilt for something you did not cause. Let go. And trust me. The wind is changing. You'll feel it in your dreams. In your bones. In the way your room feels lighter when you pray. I am answering now. Slowly, gently, fully. I will not leave you to figure this out alone. You have been so strong. You didn't even realize how much you were enduring, how often you were absorbing energy that didn't belong to you, just to keep the peace. You thought love required suffering, that forgiveness meant silence, that loyalty meant staying even when your soul was screaming for release. But I am teaching you now that love must have truth. And truth must have light. And light cannot live in shadow. She has watched you rise, and instead of celebrating, something inside her turned. It was not always like this. There was once a time when she loved you with pureness. But something shifted, and she allowed it to grow. Instead of bringing it to me, she watered it. Instead of confessing it, she hid it. And now, it has become a root too deep for you to heal with your kindness. But you are not responsible for her healing. You are not responsible for her heart. You are responsible for your peace, your purpose, and your obedience to the whispers of heaven. You've tried to ignore what you felt. You didn't want to believe that someone so close could wish you harm, even quietly, even subtly. You questioned your own thoughts, convinced yourself it was imagination. But it wasn't. It was discernment. It was me. I was showing you, even then. The chills you felt. The confusion in her presence. The dread after speaking with her. All of it was real. And still, I say this again, you are safe. You are safe in me. You are wrapped in divine protection. I will not let your name be ruined. I will not let your spirit be touched. The words spoken against you will not land. The intentions hidden beneath fake smiles will not pierce through your peace. I have drawn a line that she cannot cross.